Hey guys, it's Jimmy Bremner and Dexter the boy, CTOA, and we're on the urban trail in the 416. We're in a place called Wilkett Creek. It is a public park, and so you may hear some noise in the background and that type of thing. You can drive your vehicle here. There's fire pits and things like that. You can, do a barbecue, that type of thing. But that said, there are a lot of trails to explore in here as well. The last video I did, we talked about things, myths that, that you hear, that maybe you can do that, but in most cases you can't. So somebody commented, always have a good pocket knife, and I agree 100%. I don't leave the house without a multi-tool or a pocket knife of some type. So, I was going to bring like 10 different pocket knives, and when I looked at what I was going to bring out here, most of them are Swiss Army knives. And again, I don't work for Swiss Army, but I don't think for the money you can get a better value in that knife. It'll stay sharp for like 100 years, razor sharp. And so the one I brought is, it's called the Swiss Champ. I mean, it has everything in it, that you might require. There's some things in it you might not ever use, right? But again, it's got the, the main blade, the smaller blade for fine work that you, I don't use this, so it stays, again, razor sharp all the time. You've got a file, you've got your scissors, a tiny pair of pliers. There's a fish scaler and hook remover, can opener, bottle opener, magnifying glass, so I get an extra fire starter, and corkscrew, the awl that I can sew with, and a bit of a chisel here. There's also a little pin in it. You've got your toothpick and tweezers as well. So again, Swiss Champ, wee bit awkward to handle depending what tool you're trying to use. So typically when I select a Swiss Army knife, I'm selecting it for one of these two options. I'm always going to trade off the scissors for the saw. Okay, that's typically what you get. You get scissors or you get a saw. Okay, this happens to have both, right? So the ones with fewer scales, usually it's like a double or triple scale, and it'll either have, again, scissors or saw. So you have to pick your pocket knife for the mission at hand. If you're going out in the bush, the saw is probably going to be a wee bit more important than the scissors, right? So you got to think that through. The one disadvantage it does have is it doesn't have a locking blade, and I really prefer a locking blade because the slip joint is so easy. It so easily collapses on you, and if you're kind of reefing on it, it's going to cut you to the bone. Ask me how I know. So again, this has a lot of great functions, but the locking blade's kind of important to me. Now, there's one up from this is called the Swiss Champ, and it's a full-size knife such as this, okay? And it has all the same tools on it, but the blades lock, the saw locks, and I think that's a lot more, reassuring to me, because if you have an injury, then it's going to multiply the misery that you have, in your excursion. So try, again, locking blade's important to me. That said, again, another Swiss Army. This is Swiss Army Ranger, and this is like the Trekker on steroids. Okay, so I just want to open this up. It is a one-hand opener. It is a locking blade. It does have the saw in it. Stand by. That'd be it there. There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. So again, that saw locks out, and it's probably, what's that, 2.5, 3 inches long, and really sharp teeth on it. It does have your toothpick and tweezers in the end, has a Phillips on the back side, and it does have the awl as well. Okay, so it has a sewing awl as well. Okay, just my opinion. This is like you don't need a fixed blade knife. It's a very robust tool set, and I think this is like a really excellent choice. Again, it's a little heavy for day to day, but again, if you're camping or whatever, that's the knife. Now, as much as I love Swiss Army, I found something online. I think it was on Amazon, and it's a multi-tool. It is made in China, and it resembles a Gerber, and the build is just as good as the Gerber, and the steel is as good. I think this company is called Beeberry or Bilberry, and if they keep doing this, they're going to put a lot of, Swiss Army, Leatherman, that type of thing. They're going to put them out of business, because this was, I think, like $23 Canadian, which is not a lot. And it's got a great pocket clip. There's a window breaker on the front side there. Got a really robust pair of scissors, a really sharp blade. On the back side, I've got a serrated blade, a saw, can opener, bottom opener. So that's pretty compact. And like I say, the pocket clip is really nice in it. So I'll try and attach like the information on this below. But I got to tell you, the products that are coming out of China are so good now. It's absolutely hard to believe. I've showed you the other Chinese Bilberry knockoff of the Leatherman Wave. It's identical, absolutely identical. And in fact, I think the Chinese tool is actually better than your Gerber or Leatherman, because it has some other functions in there where you can change bits out and that type of thing, and it's a really nice tool set. So next one I'll probably bring out a whole pile of knives, and we'll go through them one by one and talk about sort of the evolution of knives. All right, so like I said, it's up to you, but I really prefer a locking blade on my tools for that reason. So with that said, it's Jimmy Bremner and Dexter the boy, CTOA Urban Trail, and we're out.